Perhaps you've had a similar experience, maybe not in a foreign country, but maybe even just, at a Broncos game when you don't know the people around you, or, at a Rockies game where there's more opposing team fans than the Rockies fans. Or in church, maybe you came to church for the first time in a long time in a new place, in a new church, and you sat next to somebody you didn't know, and you waited for somebody to reach out their hand and say, "Welcome, we're glad you're here." And instead, you didn't get greeted, and you just waited. That feeling of abandonment, that feeling of loneliness shows up everywhere. In a workplace, in a packed stadium, even in a room full of friends. Because loneliness is not about being alone. Loneliness is about being unseen, unheard, unknown, when even the people closest to us don't know our deepest truth, our quiet struggles, or the things that we carry that we don't know how to say out loud. Right? We talked about this last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago, and I talked about the reality that so many of us ask each other, "Hey, how you doing?" You say, "Yeah, I'm good." And you move on. And we don't get real with one another and say, "How you doing?" And we say, "Well, actually, this week was," I'm not going to say those words, but, actually this week felt like a pile of donkey doo. It was terrible for all sorts of reasons. Right? Actually, this week was really hard. I got a phone call from a friend and they're going through it. Actually, my dog died this week. Actually, my cat died this week. Actually, I just lost my best friend.